Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I saw this clusterfuck video, okay, debate or whatever, about this silly plonker TJump and this guy Joss, the partner of Godless Girl, the one that had the fucking baby, right? And TJump is sort of thinking that he's a philosopher, right? And I think philosophers are full of shit because they overcomplicate something and they try to they seem that they know what the fuck they're doing when they're not, right? So let's get into it and see this piece of shit. Oh, by the way, before I do that, Clubhouse debate. So the problem starts with him, right? Clubhouse debate 3 days ago offers. Sorry, he puts a post asking for people to give him money to pay for this idiot TJump. Apparently, he charges $50 an hour, yeah, to talk out of his ass. Right, so I posted it and I made a mistake because I did not take a picture of it because otherwise I would have put it here. I said to him in the chat, this is going to be a waste of time. I did say that to him in that post, right? I don't think people gave. If they gave, they're fucking stupid. But anyway, so Clubhouse debate, I think his name is Daz, paid him for the first hour, right? And because this is 1 hour, he is the one who paid for it. But at the end of the day, I don't think he paid for it. I think it was donations that paid for the fucking thing. So I don't think he suffered per se, right? Having said that, let's watch this clusterfuck video. Yeah, play.
Welcome everybody. If we can just get some thumbs up in the chat, make sure the audio is okay.
By the way, the audio should be okay in the first place, right? By testing it before going live. But hey.
Am I just fine? Can you guys hear me?
Yep, can hear you well.
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be an hour debate between TJump and Josh. It's going to be on TJump's moral theory.
Moral theory, whatever the fuck that means. Okay, so out of the get-go, Daz has not said to James is tired, which is the so-called fucking moderator, established the rules of the game in the sense of, first of all, there's no criteria on how the debate is going to be. So they do not specify what morality is. They're going to explain TJump's and Joss's point of view, and then going back and forward. So there's no clarity on the thing. It's just an immediate attack from this idiot Joss, typical like his girlfriend, Godless Girl, without a fucking clue, just attack. So they have got there's got no behavior. Basically, they're immoral, right? From the get-go. But let's watch.
James is going to be the sort of moderator.
Yeah, sort of. I agree with that.
So yeah, if TJump, you could just lay out your theory for like quick as possible.
See, lay out the theory. That's wrong. Okay, because there should be understanding between the two people debating, so both of them understand what is happening.
Cool. And then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, there's a moral intuition.
Right. Moral theory. What the fuck is moral theory? No, it's moral intuition. Right? Let me open. He says what moral theory? And he says moral intuition, right? Okay, let me open the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Right? This is moral theory here. Okay? Well, instead of saying what it is, there is much disagreement because he doesn't want to use the word disagreement because it does not go in favor to TJump, right? So there is much disagreement about what exactly constitute moral theory, right? There is much disagreement about what exactly constitute moral theory. That in itself, I said, fuck you. I don't want to know about moral theory, right? So basically, the so-called minded philosophers, they could not get their shit together and agree on what moral theory is. Ooh, and hold on, he's gonna explain. TJump is gonna explain us because the philosopher inside the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, they cannot get the shit together. So Mr. TJump is gonna teach us, right? So let's hear this cowboy.
Is our feelings towards what we think is morality. We see a baby drowning, we feel it's bad, and so we label that as immoral.
Not really. Depends on the society. Okay, so it's all relative. Well, it is bad. Of course, it is bad. But it depends. It is situational to the person expressing that behavior.
Helping an old lady across the street, we feel that's good. We label that moral. There's a pattern to these things, and it changes across time. That's moral progress. So like women's rights, LGBT rights.
Rights. Okay.
Ending slavery, voters' rights. My theory is that this pattern...
My theory. The fucking audacity of that, right? So he's saying my theory, right? Not the moral theory, according to the encyclopedia. He's saying my theory. Okay.
Will continue. More technology, more intelligence, it will continue, and it has an ending point, and that ending point is what I describe as the best of all possible worlds, and that this pattern will be the same among...
The best of all possible worlds, according to who? Okay, so you got a one central nucleus who dictates what moral behavior is.
All conscious agents in the universe given enough technology, and that's it.
Yeah, so aliens are going to dictate how we should behave. Before we carry on, I'm going to put across what I think morality is. Okay, and it's far simpler than this twat explains it. Because I still don't know what his morality is. So let me put my definition. There you are. This is my simple 5-word definition. Interaction, behavior between sentient beings. Okay? It has to be interaction because me, myself, and I cannot have morals if I'm alone. Okay? It had to start with a second person or another person, and then a third, fourth, and then you got a family, then you got the town, then you got a fucking country, and then you got the fucking world. Okay, that's how we start the interaction. Right. Second is the behavior, how we interact, how we behave when we interact. Yeah, between what? Sentient beings. At the end of the day, if I know that that person or even animal feels the way I interact, I hate, I do this, I do that, then the level of moral, i.e. good behavior or bad behavior, which will be good morals or bad morals, that's how it fucking works. Okay? That's it. 5 words, get rest of the fucking philosophy bullshit. Easy. Let's see what he does. And Josh, he's a mental fucking case anyway. Right? So let me carry on with the video. I'm going to leave my definition throughout the fucking video. Right, so you guys can recall my baseline, simple baseline.
So wait, is that?
So wait, that means there's no clarifying thing. So
Moral realist position?
Yep.
See, moral realist. You haven't specified morality first. Never mind realism.
Okay, so I guess I have 2 basic thoughts on what you're saying. Could it be the case that when you say people make moral progress, you're saying that there's some change? Is any...
Right, moral progress is a wrong definition of saying it. Okay, because progress, Hitler made progress in his own fucking worldview. And according to him, it was good behavior. So moral progress is relative or situational. So he is fucking wrong mentally. He's addressing it incorrectly. So the clusterfuck debate starts here.
Change moral progress?
There's a pattern to the change, and we're labeling the pattern.
Whoa, a label. What are you going to call a label?
Progress.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what that means. Like when you say
You're trying to figure out because you have not established the parameters. So you're starting without knowledge.
So
There's
there's a direction.
No, it's no fucking direction, you idiot. There's behavior, not direction. Right? I can behave one way to you, and you're gonna make a one fucking line. You behave the way you behave with Josh is a different fucking line. So it's not one single line. This we will call it this like a web, interweb, right? Everybody in different places inside on the line of the web.
One direction it's going and not in a different direction.
Nonsense, because you can have different values, different behavior with different people. You can have some sort of a behavior towards me and towards him. So you will have two lines, right, of the so-called fucking morals.
So there's a graph, and you can plot the line on the graph, and it has an arrow pointing in one direction and not the other directions. You can label the graph whatever you want. It makes no difference. I'm going to
Yeah, that means nonsense.
linear progress.
Well, but I don't understand. When you say it's going in a direction, I don't understand why it couldn't just be a scatter plot of random points. I don't understand what makes it the case that
Random point is, I mean, okay, Josh, you're full of shit, but you're slightly there. You're slightly there. The random dot is dependent on yourself, how you direct to other people. Right? How you behave with your kid, how you behave with a shitty scumbag wife or girlfriend that you got, Godless Girl, right? With TJump, right? And the rest, even with me, right? You're going to have different points.
it's following some trend.
Because the changes are consistently adding one thing and not other things.
What? One thing and not other things.
So it's not random. If it consistently adds one more of one thing, then it's not random. Which
When
is
you say adds more of one thing, what is the thing it's adding?
seeing involuntary imposition of wills as immoral. More freedom, more choice. I don't know.
More choice, it does not make you moral or immoral. If you can choose between different ice cream in a lorry, in an ice cream van, right? You got choices, right? That's not immoral. The immoral is the interaction between other sentient being. Okay, choosing a preference is fucking irrelevant. You're talking nonsense.
And what you mean by immoral is what exactly?
What exactly? What do you think? What immorality is? Right, so he can understand his point of view. So you're not starting in equal footing, in equal understanding, right? Recipe for fucking disaster.
Involuntary imposition of will.
So wait, so you're saying, I'm sort of not understanding this standard, right? So the idea is the things that are being added to this graph are involuntary impositions of will?
Yes, as technology and intelligence increase, things that we once saw as not immoral, which were involuntary impositions of will, we now see as immoral. And so the standard of what morality is increasing the number of involuntary impositions of will that we see as immoral. For example, we thought it was okay to eat animals at one point, and now we're like, no, they're conscious, we shouldn't eat them. And so eating animals is an involuntary imposition of will, which was not.
Imposition of will to whom? To the person eating? Or to the rights of the animal?
Seen as immoral, and now is tending to be.
Yeah, but everybody fucking eats chicken, so that's relative again. Okay, tell me a human being that is not, well, tell me who is not a meat eater.
Be seen as more immoral. So as future technology increases, we have more tendency to see more infringements of will as immoral.
Infringements of will? No, not infringements. Because that's personal. For example, an infringement of will could be traffic regulations, right? You cannot will to go through the traffic light. You cannot choose to go. Well, you could do it, but then you're going to be penalized one way or the other. Okay, so it is all relative to the situation.
When you say, so like imagine it went the other way? Is this just some sort of like
What other way?
descriptive fact? You're just saying that this is how you're using the term, and that's it? You don't have any
It's
robust
descriptive
theory?
of a phenomenon, obviously. That's by definition. There's a phenomenon, moral intuitions, and it changes, moral progress. And we're describing that phenomenon.
Right, but it sounds to me like you're saying people can't be systematically mistaken about what is or is not immoral. Basically, your
No,
idea
that's stupid.
is...
That's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, people could be mistaken, but that doesn't matter.
No,
We
I'm
could all be in
saying,
a brain
well,
in a vat.
you didn't pay attention to what I said. I don't know why you're saying it's the dumbest thing, because it's clear that you didn't pay attention. The reason it's clear...
You said people
is
could be
because-
systematically mistaken.
Yeah,
It's
systematically.
literally irrelevant.
Yeah, systematically.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, it is irrelevant. Let me give you an example, right? So if I say to TJump, listen, I don't like the way you fucking look, or with that silly hair, right? Or a square face, right? That's a silly argument, okay? It is not necessary for a positive interaction, okay? So it is silly.
You took that word out of your response, and the reason that's salient is because
No,
what
no,
I
no,
was
no,
pointing
no.
out...
No, that's, I literally addressed that. We could all be in a brain in a vat.
No, brain of that is irrelevant, okay? Brain of that, it doesn't fucking matter, right? The point is our interaction with another person or with another being. That's it, right? You're overcomplicating it.
Which means we would be systematically mistaken about pretty much everything, and it literally is irrelevant.
No, because if we are in a brain of that, we're still going to behave in a way within the confines of that parameter that you're setting up. You still have to corroborate, or interact, basically, right? And then you make your moral system based on the interaction. Talking nonsense.
Okay, well, that's what I was saying. When you say it's irrelevant, I don't understand what that means, besides saying something like...
Brain in a vat's arguments are irrelevant. It doesn't matter if we could be 100% wrong about
I don't know
everything.
why you keep interrupting me. You didn't even know the proposition I was about to say, so I don't understand what the point is. You don't know what I was about to say.
Yes, I do.
So you don't know whether or not it's relevant.
Yes, because anything that says we could be systematically mistaken is inherently irrelevant.
What's your argument for that?
What's your argument for that? That's a Godless Girl sleazy lame script. What's your argument for that? I bet the wife is behind it, asking what's the argument for that? Asking for the justification. That's that bullshit girl always line.
Because we could be systemically mistaken about literally everything. Brain in a vat. It literally doesn't matter.
Being mistaken about something, I would say that is irrelevant. Okay? Remember, is how people interact, right? You could be mistaken about fucking your the color of eyes or whatever, right? It doesn't fucking matter how wrong you are about a subject unless it gets into conflict with the other person that you are interacting. Is that fucking simple? You idiots.
We don't. It doesn't.
How does it follow that? I wasn't even... None of this...
Make your argument. Just stop.
None of this epistemology stuff is relevant to what I'm talking about.
Ask your
it
question.
doesn't follow...
Hurry up.
I'm not...
See, because Daz has paid him $50 for 1 hour, right? He wants to hurry up to contractually fit the whole conversation within an hour. Okay, so
Look, I'm not going to just let you fucking steamroll the conversation. I want to know, in virtue of what, is it irrelevant? Are things like Brendan Avath's scenarios irrelevant? You haven't explained that.
Fallible.
Josh, it is not TJump if you're fucking ignorant, right? It doesn't matter. I don't know. Fuck you. That's your fucking problem.
You're an idiot.
Yeah,
How
I agree.
does fallibilism have to do with anything?
You don't need absolute certainty for knowledge, so you can claim that we have...
Now they're talking about fucking knowledge. Now they went off the fucking rails. Yeah? Knowledge has got nothing to do. How much information I know about TJump is irrelevant until the moment of interaction. It does not matter how much information I can obtain, knowledge basically, how much, right? How much justification for something. Fucking irrelevant for moral theory. That's why I left the title of the actual subject matter of the debate, moral theory. What the fuck that is? And they're talking about knowledge. Bullshit.
Like a tendency to see shit. Like, oh look, there's things in the world, like science. The fact that we could be a brain and advantage, I don't give a shit. If that's your argument, you lose. It's that simple.
Technically correct.
Yeah, so that wasn't... Do you have an inference? Do you even know what a fucking inference is?
See, inference. That's another bullshit thing that his girlfriend says. Oh, is that an inference? Josh, stop listening to your fucking girlfriend, okay? Be a man, right? And think for fucking yourself, right?
None of that follows.
Stop your...
If it feels like your wife has got you fucked by the balls whilst you're speaking and saying, bitch, if you not answer how the way I like, I fucking gonna squeeze your fucking bollocks.
It's like babble, just make an argument.
Yeah, but TJump, you're doing a similar thing.
Oh my god, this is so frustrating. All right, so what I was going to say, which you rudely interrupted, which is that the idea of what's moral and immoral is parasitic on psychology, right?
What? Parasitic? Like it drains psychology?
It
That doesn't make sense.
depends. No, it depends on our notions. You don't even know what the word parasitic means in this context. It's so crazy.
I'm quite familiar with the word parasitic. You are not.
See, now these two idiots are bitching with each other, right? They're comparing dicks, right? My one is bigger than yours and blah, 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 right? It's silly, right? The problem that TJump has is that he's got a superiority complex. It is similar. It's similar to Daffy Pooh. Very, very fucking similar. Right? He's not as aggressive or as a dickhead as Darth Dawkins, right? But this guy is getting there.
Do you know what it means for something to be parasitic on something else?
Yes, you're an idiot. So
what does it mean? It means it depends on something else, right?
So obviously it depends on the phenomenon, and the phenomenon is what we're looking at in our psychology. So
it is a phenomenon that we're looking in psychology. Are you fucking idiot? You see how philosophers try to muddle the water, right? You muddle the water. You see how transparent it looks.
Saying it's dependent on the thing that we see, which is the phenomenon. Obviously, that's literally, again, the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Look,
you're not that far from it.
But the point I was trying to make is just that either the way you're using the term, what you're talking about is just the way people use terms, right? The way people use the term moral. Now
they're talking about terms. That it should be done in the first fucking 30 seconds.
Or you're not talking about that, right?
No, I'm saying there is a phenomenon. We experience the phenomenon.
We experience a phenomena. Bullshit. Absolutely fucking bullshit. You can experience pleasure by looking at the sea, looking at the trees, looking at whatever. You experience that phenomenon. That's got nothing to do with morality. Okay? It only matters when you experience that with another person, right? And saying, oh, I love this. And the guy other say, no, I don't. Then you got behavioral issues or interaction issues. That's when it kicks in. Not your fucking weird, shitty fucking feelings. That is irrelevant.
Corresponds to a thing.
Correspond to a thing.
Right, okay.
And then we use words to describe that thing.
Yeah, and you're saying that thing, you're calling that thing morality, right?
Well, we use the word morality to describe the thing, yes.
No, you don't describe the thing. You describe the behavior. Behavior. That's what you should be describing.
Right. So basically the point of what you're saying is that you're describing some state of affairs. That state of affairs is the number of involuntary impositions of will. I don't even know. That sounds redundant, right? It seems like you could just say impositions of will, because
number of that's no. there is a pattern in psychology of
It doesn't give a shit about psychology, right? Because you can have all your fucking stupid mental states about philosophy, that when you interact with me, that's when we establish moral behavior. What you think is irrelevant in a personal level. So it doesn't matter what you reference on the Stanford Encyclopedia.
us changing our view of morality. When we use the word morality, it refers to things we see.
No, it does not reflect on the things we see. It reflects our behavior. Idiot.
That we feel are good or bad.
No, it's the other person what it feels, right? The interaction. It says, listen, I'm not agreeing with your point of view. You are getting into conflict with me.
Helping
When
an
you
old
say
lady,
change our
punching
view
a
of
baby.
morality, are you saying change your view of what constitutes the phenomenon?
That is a gibberish question. No, it literally means
What do you
that
mean it's a
one
gibberish
society.
question? You were the one who fucking said it. You were the one who said it was a phenomenon.
No. Your
You were the
question
one who
is
said it was a
gibberish.
fucking phenomenon, right?
Dumbass.
And then you said,
Mute it.
See? That's it. That's it. It's just fucking rubbish from here on.
Mute him so I can get explain
you
to his
said that we
dumbass.
change our view.
This happens when idiots, and this guy James should have fucking cut it there, right? Somebody made a fucking stupid thing, putting a referee there, probably a American football uniform of a referee, right? And this guy is so fucking, James is so tired that he doesn't intervene.
Of
Oh
what
my
the
god, you're
phenomenon
such
is.
a dumbass. I'm just gonna leave if this dumbass keeps.
If you leave, you are infringing on your contract about the 1 hour. Okay, that means you don't give a shit.
Been doing stupid shit. Like, this is so easy to understand. There is a change from one time to another time from
About what?
what people see as moral. It
No, what people interact.
changes in a
Now, when
pattern.
you say what
Holy
people
shit,
see,
you dumbass.
when you say what people see as moral,
Yes,
right,
their
it
feelings.
sounds like, oh my god, I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm asking if they're,
How are you so fucking stupid? This is
No, he may be stupid, but if you don't clarify from the beginning with your stupid fucking philosophy bullshit approaches that fucking chart this, chart that, part of the problem, yeah, it is you. Yeah? You got a contributive factor on the clusterfuck. It's simple as that.
You don't even know. What was I going to ask you? What was I going to ask you?
I have no idea what you're going to ask.
So you don't know what I said was fucking stupid.
Shut up.
You don't know if what I said was fucking.
You see, what it should have done now is mute these two assholes, the actual moderator. Actually mute them, right? And then cut in. But
I'm just going to mute your dumbass on my end.
see, muting. No, Duff Dawkins. I mean, TJump. This is not about you fucking bossing around. Okay, you don't have the control. Yeah, apparently this guy James is tired. He's supposed to be the alleged fucking moderator. Yeah, don't do his job.
I can hear you. Dumbass is muted.
Josh, please hang on real quick, guys. 1 second.
Fucking moron.
Let's try to set this up again. Josh, can you ask a question?
Hey, you see here, this idiot TJump is looking at the time, right? I don't think he's looking at it needs help, so he's not checking for help. I think he's actually checking the time, how much waste time he has implied, and he's asking mute him. You are part of the problem, my man.
The answer. I get to say things first, and then he can talk. But his dumbass, who doesn't understand basic morality and
basic morality, because you have not established basic morality. You start talking about fucking moral theory, not basic morality. You haven't even defined what morality is, scumbag.
basic moral realism, he's just a fucking moron. Yes,
So
there's a
let's
pattern
do
in
this.
change.
Hey, when TJump, when a moderator or a moderator is speaking, you have to shut your fucking bitch mouth and listen to what the moderator is saying. You have got bad morals because your interaction behavior between sentient beings between the moderator and Josh is appalling. You have got no morals. There you are. Case in point. Case in point.
Of moral feelings. Holy shit. Oh, basic fucking
Yeah, so you're not
moral intuition. Just Google it, you dumbass.
So let's do this. Let's let TJump 30 seconds what you want to say, and then Josh will ask his question, and we'll move into that part.
Train wreck. Tom, I don't know why the fuck he's talking to Tom. Looks like everyone here is dumbass. I agree. No one gets you. I don't know who no one is. No one gets you. I don't know who you is.
Moral intuitions exist. Yes. Do they change? Yes.
Do they change? It should not change when you interact with somebody. So change is irrelevant. Because that means you change the way you behave with me. If that happens, then we got an issue. Or issues. Right? Change, yes. Doesn't matter.
They're a pattern. Yes. Fuck.
Pattern. There's no pattern unless you examine every single behavior between people. Dumbass.
Fucking dumbass. None of those are hard to understand.
Josh, you're good to ask your question now.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about moral beliefs. When I was saying, when people, you're saying that people's moral beliefs change, basically, is what you're saying, right? Moral beliefs,
Yes.
that's a more succinct way of putting it, right?
To a pattern. You think it's written down, right? I could behave different between you and this idiot Josh, or to this tired person James, or that, right? It's different.
Now, if you say people's moral beliefs change, my question is, are they tracking the phenomenon you're talking about, or is moral progress merely the idea that moral beliefs change?
That was gibberish, funny enough.
If they change in a pattern, maximizing one property and not other properties, that's a pattern.
What? Maximize one pattern and not the other. That was actually gibberish, funny enough.
Obviously, if they change in a pattern, that's a pattern. That's redundant. You don't need to say redundant, stupid shit.
Then it's not random. It's not any
Right.
change.
Yeah, but when I asked the question, when I was talking about systematic deception, it sounds, what I was trying to ask is
why Josh is putting this card on the table about deception, right? I don't see any interest or substance on the debate by saying deception. What you're gonna be immoral. You're gonna behave badly if you deceive somebody. So that there you are.
Could it be the case that most people use the term to describe a phenomenon that's different than what you're describing, right? That was
the description doesn't matter, right? You can call it butterflies, you can call it football, you can call it fucking meatloaf. It doesn't matter what you call it. What matters is the interaction. It is the understanding between first two persons, you and me, Josh, right? It starts from there, right? However you call it is fucking irrelevant. Absolutely fucking irrelevant.
My point. Now, obviously, it seems like it's contingently true that people use the term to refer to what you're saying that they're referring to, right?
Absolutely none of that made sense. Like, what do you mean? Do people use the word morality to mean something different? Like, who cares?
Right. Well, that technically is correct. What I just said, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you think that that's a contingent truth, right? People don't need to.
What do you mean contingent truth? You see what I mean, right? They this guy Josh, it just has a favorite bunch of phrases and throw it out like if he knows what the fuck he's talking about. Absolutely shit conversation or debate in itself. Absolutely fucking rubbish.
Use the word in any particular way.
Yeah, what people use the word to mean is irrelevant.
Well, I don't think it's irrelevant because your whole point is that it's supposed to be tracking some phenomena. You're saying that the way people use the term,
the way people use the word is irrelevant. The way I'm using the word describes a phenomenon that exists independent of any opinion or usage of language whatsoever. There is a thing. It's there. It exists. It doesn't matter what people use the word to mean.
Right. Okay. So you're saying that as far as you're concerned, people's moral intuitions could completely differ? It might have nothing to do in people's
What?
minds about involuntary impositions of will, right?
Whether people agree with my definition doesn't matter if the things they see as moral fits on the pattern. So if
You see, fits on the pattern. That's gibberish as well, right? Whatever you fucking write in a linear pattern has got nothing to do with the interaction behavior. Absolutely fucking nothing.
they define, I don't know, water as
You can interact with your dog different than you interact with me or your pet or with Josh, the other fucking dog, right? It doesn't matter, right? The only thing what we have to understand is what I put there in green: interaction behavior between sentient beings. You cannot make it more simple than that. If you are so fucking stupid that you don't understand this, you don't need anything else. And I challenge anybody, right, to refute what I'm saying here. Anybody.
I don't know, something that's not H2O, and I say it's H2O, and they're like, oh, but we.
What the fuck? Now you're talking about agreement about a substance. How fucking stupid is that?
Use a different definition. I'm like, well, guess what? All of the things in your definition fit as consequences of how I define water. Then I'm still right. So it doesn't matter how they define the word.
Right. Well, somebody here just gave me $10. Right. So 50 minus 10 is $40 that he wasted onto this idiot. So he gained $10 from it.
It's literally relevant. Like, as long as the data points still fit the pattern and my pattern is accurately described
Data point. Idiot.
in everything along that data point, it doesn't matter if they define it as slightly different.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to figure out is how this is not just some semantic difference between a moral realist, because what I take a moral realist to be is a person who thinks that there are true normative facts, that is to say, things that one ought or ought not do.
No,
And
that's
what
wrong.
that you
So
say,
moral realism is just that there are stance-independent statements, propositions, which are true or false about morality.
Statements true or false about morality. No, that's wrong as well. The statement doesn't make it right or wrong. The interaction makes it right or wrong. So you're fucking wrong as well. It doesn't matter how you sugarcoat the phrase. Doesn't matter. Absolutely doesn't matter.
Oughts aren't. There's multiple versions of morality that don't include oughts. You don't.
What do you mean multiple version of morality? No. Morality is only behavior. Easy.
Need odds. That's you're begging the question on that one. So it's just saying there are moral facts which are true or false, independent of mine. That's it.
Yeah, so again, when you say that there are moral facts, and you're saying that these are not normative moral facts, which is to say that they have to do with oughts or ought nots, I take that to be changing the subject, right? My
Then you're a dumbass. Just Google.
Conceptual landscape. Big app does chance for setting up debate. Really? Really? Set up this clusterfuck, this shit debate where these two idiots cannot agree on the definition of fucking morality.
Moral realism, Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. The definition says there is no accepted singular requirement of that in the definition.
It's fine if there's not a singular accepted definition. I'm not talking about definitions. I'm talking about concepts. So it doesn't.
What do you mean concept? You see, you have to define what constitute behavior, right? Me smacking you in your face, me being a good person to you, me being a good neighbor, me destroying your landscape, your garden landscape, right? That's describing the behavior. That's the label we call that moral. Okay, the interaction. What you're saying is absolutely fucking nonsense. These two idiots, right, are arguing about different things.
Right, I'm saying the concept that you're applying to the definition is not in any philosophical definition. It's your preferred subjective philosopho-junk community of Discord, but that's not actually in philosophy.
right, again, let me put the philosophy here, right? There's much disagreement about what exactly constitutes a moral theory, right? Philosophers do not agree. So you, TJump, you're full of shit as well, right? They do not agree. There is much disagreement about what exactly constitutes a moral theory, right? That's it. Let me take this off. Carry on.
No, that's not a
You think
philosophy.
norms don't have to do with. You think that norms don't.
Yes,
have
that's
to do
why I
with
literally told you Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy definition moral realism not in there. It's not in there.
It doesn't matter if it's not in there. They cannot define what something is.
Your position is
when
not
you said
philosophy.
I don't know. Hold on a sec. I'm not.
Nor moral theory. Well, it is there, but they cannot get their shit together either. Yeah, the philosophers are disagreeing with moral theory equal to Christianity disagreeing with the Bible. Same shit.
Just trying to figure out when you say that, you're saying that the definition that's on there.
Yeah, Tom Robbie just gave him $5. That means 15. That means he saves $15 altogether by paying him $50. Okay, so
Is that there are stance-independent moral facts, right?
okay, how long into this first dumbass? How long into this first into the first dumbass, or did it already happen? Well, you just have fucking arrived to this. You are his colleague in this money making scheme, right? You should be on top of the situation.
Yes. What?
Yeah. So if that's the definition, that doesn't exclude what I'm saying, because moral facts there could be understood as facts about what one ought or oughtn't do.
No, that part not in there. So that it literally says that is not a requirement. There are many moralist positions that do not have that. So if that's your interpretation,
You see, in my opinion, right? How I interact with TJump, I don't give a shit what Stanford Encyclopedia says about moral realism or moral this or moral that. It is irrelevant because I don't give a shit. What I do give a shit is that if I have to interact with you, scumbag, right, I will have to behave in a certain way, good or bad way, right? I will be a moral entity or not. Okay, that's it. It's as simple as that. Forget about the fucking encyclopedia. That's not here nor there.
you're just wrong, because they literally say there are moral realism models that don't have that. And it's accepted in philosophy because that's not a requirement. So if that's what you think it is, you're just wrong about philosophy.
Who gives a shit about philosophy at the end of the day?
When you say it's wrong about philosophy, it's the point is that there's a conceptual difference. Whether or not it's in philosophy just happens to be.
When Josh mentions a concept, right, is something to do with this with his girlfriend. Because she's trying to push the concept issue to be in the mind, yeah, and then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It could be real or could not be real, right? That nihilist point of view, right? So it's all a scam between these two fuckers.
Some contingent fact. I mean, it could have been the case that people philosophized for thousands of years and never talked about morality, right? That's a possible world. So it's irrelevant
right now.
It's irrelevant.
It means I understand what Josh is talking about, right? Exactly what I said, that philosophy is irrelevant, meaning before the Greek philosophers said this bullshit about moral stands, right? People were already behaving in any certain way between other people. So whatever the philosophy says about morality, it's not here nor there. That's the whole fucking point. And you two idiots are bitching around between terminologies.
To point out that it's not in philosophy or it is in philosophy. I mean, it's obviously in philosophy. I could, if you want.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't have any ideas because you are fixated in your own presuppositional world about philosophy. You're trying to look intelligent. That's the problem.
Come to this debate prepared to that you were such a fucking dumbass that you didn't
Dumbass,
realize.
shut
See, now he's looking at his thing to see how far he's gone.
the fuck up.
You
You're
didn't
a
realize
fucking
that there
moron.
was a standard.
Shut the
You
fuck
didn't
up.
realize that there was a
Fucking moron.
standard
I-
understanding of moral facts, such that they're norms, such that they ought.
Now, this guy, instead of moderating properly, he's more interested in saying super chats help to keep the lights on. Not really. You just want to get rich out of it. Well, not rich, but you're going to want to get money out of this clusterfuck thing. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Dumbass,
Done.
I
didn't
just
realize that you were
answered the
so
question.
fucking stupid.
Mute the dumbass. Mute the
that
fucking
goes-
dumbass.
No, you don't have to mute the dumbass, right? The moderator should come in and says YouTube behave. But first of all, the moderator should mute both of you simultaneously, right? Get his shit in order, right, and get the plot going. You are not a dictatorship, yeah. You got a superiority complex. I said this before. Something wrong with your fucking mind.
I'm gonna leave. Mute the
all
dumbass
of
or
the
I'm gone.
different.
Wait, Josh,
Mute the
no,
fucking dumbass now.
Wait, he's gonna leave.
5
Josh,
seconds.
he's gonna leave.
5, 4.
Oh, you're a dictatorship as well. You bitching. Yeah? 5, 4. Is that that's a Daft Talkings 101.
3. Fucking dumbass.
Well, fuck
I
you, you
just-
piece of shit.
fuck
Fucking
this-
get the fuck out.
Mute the
Guys, hang
fucking
on,
dumbass.
please.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mute
Guys,
the
please.
dumbass now.
Goddamn, you think I'm more-
No. It starts with you, TJump, right? Your superiority complex created this environment of hostility, right? You cannot. These two twats, Josh and his girlfriend, are time bomb, right? And you trigger the bomb, right? By insulting him, by using philosophy jargon and things like that, and he's getting wind up because I think you are superior intelligent to him because he's a fucking retard as well, same as his girlfriend, right? And he's getting wind up, right? And he's insulting you. Yeah, by you imposing something doesn't make any right as well. So you are morally behaving between you two incorrect. Simple.
Not you.
Get this
You got
muted.
one
Mute
watching
the
me, a
dumbass.
little fucking
Mute
bang,
the
get
fucking
fuck
dumbass
out.
now.
This
Holy
could be
shit.
the shortest
Kick him
debate.
out.
I don't give a
Guys.
fuck. You get the fuck out. You
mute
fucking
him.
get
See, Daz and the moderator did not mute the two of them. He said, "You two bitches, shut the fuck up." That's it. Shut these two fuckers up, right? But no. And this is only what 16 minutes into the actual video, right? The actual video, not my video. The actual video itself, 16 minutes is gone. It's gone. It's gone array. 16 minutes, a quarter of the fucking payment.
Fucking
fuck
now.
out, you
Mute
fucking
him
pussy.
fucking now.
I don't give
Mute him now.
pussy.
Mute
Get
him now.
the fuck out.
Mute him.
Look at that talk is mute him. He's asserting mob powers. Oh, yeah, he's pressing. Mute him.
Okay, I had to remove you from the stream for
Oh, good. Now you boot him and you mute him.
just a moment, please. Like,
Just fucking
Daz-
said. In academic.
You see, in academia, he's not listening to the moderator. This piece of shit doesn't give a fuck, right, about the actual debate itself. TJump, shut the fuck up, right, and listen to the moderator. He's already talking. You've done this twice already, right? You don't give a fucking shit. You're talking about morality. You should fucking look at your fucking mirror.
Philosophy, the definition he's saying is false. There is no consensus on that, you fucking dumb.
There's no consensus. Let me show again. No fucking consensus, right? There's much disagreement about what constitutes moral theory. Yeah? The moral theory, which is the title of his fucking dumbass talk, right, is bullshit. There is much disagreement. I am sorry to repeat this, but this scumbag TJump, right, he's saying that Josh definition, whatever the fuck that is, I don't give a shit now, right? It's not in the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Who gives a fucking shit? Seriously, who gives a fucking shit? Right? Who gives a fucking shit? That's not the issue. The issue is how to explain morality, what morality is, and how different societies use that term, or not that, not use how they use the term, how they use the interaction to either create a conflict or create a well-being between the society. That is it. Idiots. Right? Fucking hell. What a bunch of fucking retards.
That's literally what I just fucking said 5 times.
Right, when this guy is talking, he's been, although Josh, I think, is a fucking stupid cunt, right? The moderator is allowing for this idiot to speak and insult the other guy while he cannot defend himself. That is the only thing I think is being unfair to this guy, Josh. Okay? That's it. Super chat. And it still keeps it up. Right? Yeah, this is a clusterfuck, but please, a super chat. Pay me more. Pay me more. Fucking hell.
So let's
shut up again. Shut up.
Fucking
so let's try this.
See, he's looking at the time. Yeah? And he knows he's looking at the time, and it's only a quarter of the time. I think he's trying to destroy the opponent, right? Probably using intellect or being a bully, right? Similar to Darth Dawkins, for the other person to go away.
I want to bring him back in as soon as he comes back.
He's gone.
Oh, I just put him in the back. I didn't mean to.
No, he's gone. He's gone.
He left because he's a fucking dumbass.
No, he's not dumbass. Right? You bully the fuck out of him. Yeah? Oh, go, or I leave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're a bully piece of shit. Right? He did not left because he's a dumbass. Right? He didn't probably left. But probably these two boot him or whatever. No, he actually put him down. Right? And then once he put him out of the debate, he probably left. Right? It's because one of these two idiots took him down. That's it.
Moral realism. Stanford Encyclopedia Philosophy. Definition of morality. Just fucking Google it. Definition of moral realism.
Yeah, but you're talking about moral realism when the actual is the moral theory. You changing the rules of the game.
Josh, are you coming back?
No, I'm not going to talk to him. He's a fucking moron. So
does anybody else want to fill in for 40 minutes? J Mike?
Stanford.
J Mike doesn't want to talk to this idiot either.
Yeah, my apologies for sending him to the back. I just trying to regain control.
You make control by muting both, not by sending, not by obeying to this piece of shit TJump. Right? You are an extremely bad moderator. Right? You got control to mute, not just fucking put him at the background. Right? That's the only thing that you've been unfair to that idiot Josh. Right? So you are wrong. Yeah? You got a contributing factor of this clusterfuck thing. Right? You're bad, extremely bad fucking moderator.
Definition of morality, Stanford Encyclopedia.
You see, you again, TJump, shut the fuck up and listen to what the moderator's saying. You don't give a fucking shit. Right? Yeah? Your superiority complex is beyond belief. Shut the fuck up.
Philosophy. There does not seem to be much reason to think there is a single definition of morality will be applicable to all moral decisions, blah, blah, blah. There are multiple usage. One is descriptively referring to certain codes of conduct.
It doesn't matter. When it says it's not definitional because they cannot narrow it down, the rest, what you're reading is irrelevant.
That society groups use normatively, that refers to code of conduct. You can just say there are multiple definitions. They do not.
If it's multiple definitions, it could be his as well. It doesn't fucking matter. Definition doesn't dictate the behavior. Yeah? and you are arguing about something that is written.
Not include normativity. This is very, very basic. He's just a fucking moron and ignorant of philosophy.
But being ignorant in philosophy has got nothing to do with behavior, with a moral issue. Okay, he's ignorant. My ignorance, your ignorance, anybody's ignorance got nothing to do with the interaction. Nothing.
So tired of these dumbasses who just think, oh no, there's only one definition in philosophy. You fucking retards.
Right, does anybody want to fill in?
Not really. Not really. These two are like fucking water and oil. They don't mix well.
Godless.
Godless. Are you fucking kidding me? That other piece of shit woman. Godless.
So while Daz is trying to do that, if you have any questions from the audience, throw those up, and we're looking for someone who wants to come in. All right, welcome to the stream, Godless.
Welcome to the stream. Like if she's going to contribute something, of worth. So this guy, right, just fucking insulted her partner, right? What do you think she's gonna say? Yeah. What TJump? What the fuck you think Godless Girl is gonna say?
I still don't understand how TJump has it.
I still don't understand. What do you mean? I still don't understand. You haven't started. I still don't understand.
He justified true beliefs since all his.
Justify true belief, right? Knowledge has got nothing to do with behavior. You could be two fucking peasants, right, that could not read and write. Okay? You could not read and write. Yeah? Even at the time of Jesus. Two fucking fishermen, right, interacting with TJump or with you, scumbag, right? It doesn't fucking matter. Knowledge.
His beliefs would presuppose beliefs that he can't have justification for.
Another thing, justification. You piece of shit woman, you cannot ask for justification. Yeah? If you are, what's the fucking word you denominate yourself? Empiricist nihilist or something like that, right? Meaning that you don't know true knowledge. So if you don't know true knowledge, why the fuck you asking for justification? Because if you ask for justification and justification is given, then you have got knowledge. If you got knowledge, then your worldview breaks apart and you're not a empirical nihilist. And game over for you, idiot.
What? So like,
What?
I think I completely ignored you on the last debate and didn't actually give you the answer. So the answer is that I have experience. That's not a
See, look at the watch again. Let me see how many minutes I got.
belief. That's just a descriptive fact of a thing that exists. I have an experience, and there is some relation between my brain and the experience such that it creates beliefs.
By the way, I can only stay for like 10 minutes, but
Oh wow, we're so sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry, what's the justification for the belief?
See, what's the justification? This is bullshit, right? Godless, you are actually contradicting yourself in your worldview by asking for justification. The moment you got knowledge, and listen, anything that he thinks is justified is good enough for him. He can destroy your worldview by saying, I've got knowledge. You have to accept that, because that is his justification. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about or where you stand. Yeah, because you asking for justification is asking for you to be wrong in your own belief system. It's fucking stupid.
Well, so no, that's just, there wasn't a justification yet. So I have an experience. This isn't a belief. This is just a fact of a state of affairs, right? Quality experience. It's a thing that exists. and I have beliefs that are built off of that. And so they're justified in the sense that they're built off of something, right? So I have a justified belief that I'm seeing the TV because I have a belief that's built off of some quality of sense experience.
Yeah, but what's your justification? Like, you believe that the TV is really there, like it's an external object like that.
That's completely irrelevant to the justification. So I have justification in believing I have a sense experience of a TV. It says not. There's
Okay,
no
so you
claim
don't
that
know the TV is really there.
No,
See, arguing about if if a television is there or not.
that's a separate topic. So when you ask, do I have justification? I only need justification of one thing. So I have justification of a sense experience of a TV. So now I have justification of something. Now, if you're asking specifically what's my justification of the external world, that's a separate argument. Just to get justification.
Okay, do you have
of a
justification
belief.
for the external world?
Yes.
Oh,
So
what's the justification
okay.
that's not question begging?
So I have a justification that I have a sense experience of a TV because it's built off of this existing quality.
Right, but that's consistent with all Cartesian
I'm
scenarios.
going to build off that. So I'm starting with that. So I start with that I have a
It's a Cartesian. Idiot.
Justification of my sense experience, and then I can say there's different kinds of sense experience. Like I can imagine a unicorn, but I don't see a unicorn in front of me. So there's these imaginary sense experiences and then other kinds of sense experiences. We call them external, just as a label. And if I want to say what is in the class of external experiences, I need some methodology to differentiate between them. And the methodology is novel testable predictions. If I make a model that can predict the future, and it gets...
That's gibberish. Make a model. So you imagine something and then you have to make a model. Again, that's a philosophy jargon. Complicating the issue. Yeah, you're talking to Godless Girl, right? That's another recipe for disaster, regardless of what you say.
Right. That is justification to believe that whatever experiments I'm doing correspond to the external stuff and not the imaginary stuff, because the imaginary stuff is not good at predicting the future. Therefore, if I can do an experiment like...
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that he's giving the justification, right? Once he gives it has to be his justification. It does not need to comply with her requirements. As long as he justifies himself of what he's doing is the right thing, or the frame of work of what he's doing, imagine it in his concept of television, and then projecting it by saying, okay, and now what I'm seeing is what I think I know what a television looks like, is a good justification. End.
I don't know. Predict when a comet's going to come around the planet, and I get it right. That's justification in believing the things about the external world that would entail that, and that it's not just a figment of my imagination.
Okay, so 2 points. First of all, the novel testable predictions thing is like just totally a red herring, because you could make novel testable predictions in all Cartesian scenarios. So no novel prediction, like no observation, is going to be inconsistent with you being in... I'm not finished. I wasn't finished. I had to respond to 2 points.
Right. Just I wanted to clarify. So like fallibilism, remember, you don't need... That doesn't matter to knowledge. So I don't know why you're bringing that up.
Well, knowledge is justified true belief.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You asked for the justification, right? You got the justification. You just have to shut the fuck up. That's it. You're overcomplicated as well, Godless Girl, as usual.
Right.
So
and you don't...
Look, justification is raising the probability that a belief is true.
Right, but not to 100%.
I'm not finished. And I didn't even get to say the other thing I was going to say about the novel novel predictions, testable predictions.
You see, no prediction is that the TJump looking at in front of his fucking face and seeing his television, his monitor, whatever. What the fuck are you talking about, Godless Girl? You got shit for brains, right? And your husband is fucking putting his shit on your shit, yeah, and muddling it all up. You full of shit.
Right, because
So,
you're
can I
saying
talk?
infallibilism. You're making the infallibilism argument.
Okay, but why can't we take turns?
Because you're talking nonsense.
Go
Can I
ahead.
finish what I was saying?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, by the way, novel testable predictions are presupposing your memory is reliable, how the fuck are you going to justify that without question begging, right? How do you know you're making novel, testable predictions without
See, now she's complicating the issue. Okay, now she's trying to pull more variables.
relying on your memory, which you can't be justified in believing is reliable? Retard.
No, you're the fucking retard, you stupid plonker.
Okay.
No, I can just, for the same reason memory counts as part of qualia experience. I have a direct qualia experience of my memory as well.
Yeah, how do you know you weren't just created 5 seconds ago with...
Right, why have you been created 5 seconds ago? Because you fucking retard piece of shit woman, you've been speaking to him about 7 or 8 minutes ago. That's why. Unless you've been talking to your fucking self, bitch. You retard.
Things you think are memories of the past, but they're really not
I
true.
could be. That wouldn't make me
so
unjustified.
then what?
Right, this guy, Kazak, how is a fair debate when TJump is allowed to interrupt and insult a nihilist? Isn't and TJump can hold over the adjudicator said. Correct. That's what I said before. Exactly. That's what this idiot was doing his bad job. Right, but that's water under the bridge. That's gone.
What supposed memory would be inconsistent with that being the case?
It doesn't matter. I wouldn't be unjustified.
Okay, so you're not justified with the novel prediction.
I am justified. So even if I was
No,
created
you
5
can't
minutes
even
ago,
know that things happened in the past. You're not even justified in believing things happened in the past.
You see, now she's going about what happened in the past. Okay, in the past is that you came into this debate talking to him. That debunks your fucking bullshit thing about what happened in the past. Idiot. You are debunking your own position. And because you are fucking so retard, so fucking dumb, you don't understand that you're committing your own fucking... you are digging your own grave. You idiot, piece of shit woman.
This is why I interrupted, because like all of your arguments are just arguing for infallibilism. Like infallibilism is false. No. So
Wait,
I could be
justified in believing things happened in the past?
what?
Are you justified in believing things happened in the past? Oh,
Yes.
so that
That doesn't matter. Before you ask the justification of your current position, are you seeing the television? That was the beginning of her bullshit thing. How do you know what you know is correct at that time? Now, because he won the argument, now she's talking about bullshit that happened in the past. How do you know what the past was? She's doing a...
lies on your memory being accurate. Yep. Okay, how do you know your memory is reliable?
You see, how do you know your memory is reliable? He could actually destroy her by saying, because I'm talking to you, piece of shit, I've been talking to you the last fucking 10 minutes. Game over. Shut that bitch up.
It's a direct quality experience. So I have a direct quality experience.
So that's question begging.
No,
yeah.
It's not.
Because
which premise is in the conclusion?
If you were just created 5 seconds ago.
Which premise is?
If you were created, you have to put. You're making the claim. You're making that conditional statement. If, but that if is incorrect, and game over. He's not been created 10 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago. Right? He's got a few years under his belt. So you are a fucking piece of shit woman.
In the conclusion.
Well, you didn't put it into a syllogism.
Right, because it's not an argument.
Okay, put it into a syllogism then.
So I...
Godless Girl, I'm ignorant, right? I don't know what the fuck you're saying to me. Put it in a syllogism. Because I want to complicate issues.
I have a direct sense experience, and I have memories,
okay,
which
that
are also
presupposes having a direct sensory experience of the past presupposes that the past actually existed, that you actually existed in the past.
And you did not exist in the past? In your miserable fucking life? Did you just fucking poo a baby girl? Did you just do that a few months back? Right? Yes, you did. We all heard fucking your shitty kid crying. Right? Is that clear enough for you? You stupid retard? You need a shock and awe to wake the fuck up. Because you got silly arguments. Yeah, and somebody needs to fucking stop you. Because you are fucking totally fucking retard. Totally retard.
Experience is,
and that's supposed to be your fucking conclusion, that you actually existed in the past.
Well, that's present tense. So having a direct experience is present tense, not past tense. If I have a present experience of an idea from the past, which is a memory, so that's in the present, I'm imagining something about the past, right? It's present tense. And
I don't understand what you just said. We're talking about things that happened in the past. You can make novel, testable predictions, right?
a memory is a
So
thought
what the
in your
current
present mind.
qualitative state that you have is irrelevant
Stop,
to the novel,
stop,
testable
okay,
predictions
stop,
that you made in the past,
stop,
right?
Stop. No. So again,
That was nonsense. Literally nonsense. Yeah, literally nonsense. She's trying to come across as intelligent. Literally, she's coming across as trying to be intelligent. But this girl is a dumbass.
you're not following here. Just
No, she's not. That I agree.
Is a thought in your brain in the present about the past, right?
Yeah, and if the past never existed, then your memory's not true.
If has she got the audacity to insinuate that there were no past for us, for all of us, for me, for him, for that idiot moderator, for Daz, for Godless Girl, for her partner, right? For the girl that she popped, right? You thinking that never happened? Is that the case?
Forget the past right now. Just say, I have a present experience of what I think is a memory, right? And I want to say, am I justified in believing this? Well, I can predict something about what I'm going to see in the next present moment. So if a present moment comes where I have this memory of predicting something about the future and it happens, that's a very good reason to believe it, because my imagination is very bad at predicting things.
When the next moment comes, you don't know it was the case that the last moment existed because you could have just been created 1 second ago.
No. You are making a claim that you are absolutely cannot back up. You could have been. Prove that, bitch. Prove it. Okay? It's like you are acting like a fucking religious person. Oh, God could have done this. God could have done that. Right? You are talking out of your fucking rear. That's the problem with you. Right? Could this, could that. You're talking fucking nonsense. Simple.
No. So all the information I have is just in the present moment. I have a present moment sense experience of an idea from the past. I have a present moment sense experience.
Okay, so then you think you're going to make a novel, testable prediction, and then you think that you're going to go forward in time and see that novel, testable prediction come true?
No.
Bitch. TJump is talking about the present, thinking about the past, not the future. You're not even tracking what this guy is saying. Okay, I don't like this guy, but you're not understanding. Or no, wrong. You're not fucking listening, right? You're not listening because you're acting also like Daft Dawkins. You got a fucking script, okay, and you cannot allow to be deviated from that train of thought. Okay, so that means you cannot focus on what he's saying.
We're only talking about one point in time, just the present moment. There's no
right.
past, no.
That's clear. Now.
Okay, so we're not talking about predictions and then predictions coming true.
Stop.
It's not talking about predictions. It's talking about the past, idiot.
Stop. So in the present moment, I have a sense experience or a quality experience of a memory of something I think happened in the past.
Right.
I have a sense experience of what I see in front of me. And there's a correspondence between those two things. I see in the past, I think I made this prediction that a gold brick will appear in front of me, and I see a gold brick in front of me. Because there's a correspondence between those two things, I'm justified in believing the entailments of those beliefs, even if there was no past. So even if I was created exactly...
Well, no, that was a stupid thing to say. Now you see, now, because they're talking about bullshit systems, right? And it says, even if I didn't exist, you fucked up, right? Now you're talking in her language.
Exactly at that instance with just this memory, I would still be justified in believing those things.
No, you cannot. If you started from point now, you have got no recollection of all the past. That's wrong. Yeah, if you are creative, like the silly analogy of Adam and Eve, they were created ignorant. Sorry, they were created adults with ignorant of being grown up, of making wrong decisions. Okay, you're making the same analogy. Even if I existed now, is still the past be valid? Wrong. Right? And that's because you talk too much. Yeah, talk too much.
I don't understand. So if you had the memory of dropping a bowling ball and it falling to the ground.
Right. So that's another stupid analogy, but let's carry on with it. So we established that he exists at the present time, that he has held a bowling ball and he has dropped it. Okay, let's play that game.
So then you think you're going to see if when you drop the bowling ball again, it's really going to drop to the ground.
But drop again. So that means he has to rehash that thing again. So that means getting it and doing it again, because now you're saying a future event.
That's relying on you. That's what you're saying, right? Are we on the same page?
So I don't know how that ties into what I was saying. So I'm saying that suppose in the past, I made a prediction that a gold brick will appear in front of me when I pray to Bob, the god Bob.
Well, hold on. That's also an error. Making a prediction is a future event, not something in the past. So now you're conflating the two things that you were saying at the beginning. Yeah, being in the present and thinking something of the past or what happened in the past is not the same as predicting. Different ball game. Yeah, and that's because you're playing to this stupid woman about dropping the ball and picking it up again and dropping or whatever.
And in the present moment, there is a gold brick in front of me. Now, I remember there not being a gold brick, or I think I remember.
No, I think it happened or not, then that's important.
Not being a gold brick. But I had this memory or this thought this in my mind right now that I had predicted that a gold brick would appear in front of me, and it did.
That's nonsense.
Now, I would be justified in believing all of the entailments of that hypothesis in my memory thing, my assumed memory,
but
even if it was false.
The memory is true.
What?
You're not justified in believing the memory is true.
This woman is explaining the concept of rabbit trading. She's going down the fucking hole and saying justify this, and going down, right? She's not being honest even to herself, the way her brain works or the way her thinking is. It's just fucking all over the place. She's trying to gain control of her bullshit script.
Yes, I am. I'm justified in believing it's true because it increases the probability, but it's not 100% increase the probability.
What's the argument that it increases the probability?
See, what's the argument? The same as a stupid scumbag partner. What's the argument?
Because
if you are in a Cartesian scenario where you were just created 5 seconds ago, then
in a Cartesian scenario that you were invented. If you were invented, no, well, first of all, you couldn't be invented because you've been talking to this guy for the last 15 minutes, so that you're talking nonsense.
The false memories you have wouldn't be justifications about what's going to happen in the future, would they?
They would.
You would have to have justification that you weren't created 5 seconds ago in order for them to be justifications.
No, because it still increases the probability, because the sense experience of me seeing a goal.
You see, now he's complicating, right? He could just easily win by saying, bitch, I've been talking to you for the last 20 minutes. So your notion of being invented 5 seconds ago, or spin it the other way. So if I was invented or created 5 seconds ago, was I talking to you 10 minutes ago, idiot? She had to say yes, because otherwise she would be making shit up. Imagining that she's talking to him or to a fictional character. Do you understand how fucking retarded these two pieces of shit people are? Yeah, they drown in a glass of water.
Gold brick is higher.
It is actually mega clusterfuck, right? This couple between Godless Girl and Josh, or the realistic nihilist, or whatever fucking bullshit name he is, right? They should not be talking to other people in debate. They shouldn't, right? They shouldn't. They are dishonest, like Christian apologists. They have to twist the narrative to complicate the issue. These people cannot move forward in society. Right? It can't.
Under the condition that I'm not a round square or something. So the probability that my statement is true and that we're in the matrix and it's also true, or that I was created 5 minutes ago, all of those are in the explanations of the data hypothesis. And
see, data hypothesis. You see how he overcomplicates the matter as well? Because he's trying to overthinking. Right? Again, go to this bitch and says, 5 minutes ago. But that's not possible because I've been talking to you, idiot, for the last 15 fucking minutes. Am I right or am I wrong? She had to say yes because I've been, yeah. Was I talking to your partner 20 minutes ago? Yes, but shut the fuck up. So you're talking fucking nonsense about being created 5 seconds ago. TJump can destroy this bitch. Can actually destroy it. But because he's not thinking clearly.
There is a round square in front of me or something.
Who gives a fuck about round square?
Is it not? So of the logically impossible things, those are out. So the probability of those go down. And the probability that I'm not seeing a gold brick goes down. So there's lots of things that go down.
If it is the
Right. James is tired. Sorry, James is tired. Skinny Pete. I made a call to keep TJump from leaving. Made a call. Okay, so probably this guy's been. That's why he's been checking the text. Yeah. Make a call to keep him from leaving. Josh knew I was a mod, and I would have added him back after regained control. You never fucking regain control, idiot. Yeah, and got them to come back on track again. No, you failed miserably to do that. You did not act swiftly to stop those two idiots bashing each other. Right? You're a poor moderator, period. So what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
case was created 5 seconds ago. Are you
See, 5 seconds ago. Again, it's a fourth time this bitch is talking about it 5 seconds ago. Easily debunkable. Easily debunkable.
still justified in believing that the false memories you have are?
See, false memory. As soon as this guy says, was I talking to your fucking stupid fucking partner? How do you know that? Yeah. Did I piss your partner off that the coward has to move away because he's not man enough to carry on fighting with this idiot? Easy win.
Going to justify beliefs about the future?
Justification just means increases the probability it's true. All you have to do is say, okay, is this
Yes,
higher
and
probability?
why would if I create a being and give them false memories about the past?
I created a beam. You wish, bitch. You wish. You got a fucking wild imagination. I created. Creating a scenario doesn't make it true your point of view. You're just being a storyteller.
Why would those memories I'm giving them, which aren't true, increase the probability of their predictions about the future? That's stupid.
Because
no, your example is mega stupid, right? Therefore, your conclusion was stupid.
whatever memories you're giving them must entail that they exist and have these memories, which
Right.
increases the probabilities of all the hypothetical.
Wait, say that
explanations
again?
of those.
Say again. So you're not understanding that when you create something, you create them with X attributes, especially if they're sentient beings that are capable of thinking, right? So it doesn't matter when you created, they started creating an event that it will be T0, yeah, whenever that might fucking be, right? From T0 to whatever time at the present, from T0 to right now, there's a time lapse, or a time gap, right? In that time gap, they had experience. Right? And now you're saying, how do you know? Right? But you just admitted you created them fuckers. Right? So you're not making sense of what you're saying. You're a bag of contradictions. Because you're spewing out nonsense.
Say that again?
So if a being exists with memories, every hypothesis...
I give them false beliefs about the
That's
past.
right,
Yeah, but those false beliefs are beliefs. And for them are real. Regardless.
every
So that means you're a shitty creator, a deceptive creator, a piece of shit creator, right? So you intentionally created a being with false beliefs so they can make wrong judgments, right? What moral behavior are you portraying to the beings that you allegedly creating? Yeah.
explanation.
So you're saying their false beliefs would justify their predictions?
Listen to the words. So if a being exists and the being has memories, all of the explanations that explain how the being exists and has memories have a higher probability of being true than all of the explanations that don't entail that. So let's say there's a universe with just a potato and this being doesn't exist. Well, that hypothesis is lower. It's less likely, right? and because it doesn't explain the data. We have a guy with memories. So all of the hypotheses that explain there's a guy with memories have a higher probability of being true because they explain here's a guy with memories than does universe potato.
So if the being has all,
You're not tracking because you're not thinking the bigger picture, because you got fucking narrow-minded. You are narrow-minded, right? You got a set of script that you have to pull across. He's understanding what you're saying, but he's opening the scope because you don't, because what you're saying is nonsense. That's when you don't fucking make sense. You don't understand. It's
false beliefs about the past. You're saying that those false beliefs are justifications for his beliefs about the future.
Okay. So
is that what you're saying? Yes or no? Is that what you're saying?
Sort of. So again, justification is anything that increases the probability it's true, right?
Yeah. So why would false beliefs about the past increase the probability of what's going to happen in the future?
I'm trying to explain this to you. If I have a hypothesis in my brain,
it's actually unlikely. It's actually they're relying on false beliefs.
The amount of likelihood.
But she's focused only on bad beliefs, on faulty information, right? If you create a being, he or she should be able to find out that you made fucking faulty assumptions, because otherwise their world will not function correctly, right? If you put in their mind that the sky is red, but they're looking at blue, right? Sooner or later, those entities that you create in your bullshit imagination, they will say, hold on, this is blue. This bitch that created us, aka God in this case, right, are full of shit. It's a lying fucking piece of shit woman. That's it, right? And then they will adapt and modify to the current understanding in the world that they are existing. But you are a deceiving piece of shit that you're not focusing on what you're saying.
It's likely that the predictions they're going to make are going to come through.
The amount of likeliness doesn't matter. Remember, the only thing that matters is does it increase the probability.
You just defined justification is increasing the probability likeness of a belief being true.
Yes,
retard.
You're
a moron.
Does not matter. It has to go up. Then 0.000001 is up. So up is more than not up.
Yeah, but false beliefs would decrease the probability.
Shut up and listen. So
false beliefs would decrease the probability.
If I have two possibilities, I have two hypotheses. One is I exist in the past and made a prediction about a gold brick. And two is I don't exist in the past and only a potato exists in the universe. Which one of those has a higher likelihood of being correct?
If it's the case that you were 3 seconds ago, then
no. I'm saying if
there's
I have
a 0% probability.
No. So listen again. Two hypotheses. One hypothesis. I never existed. I still don't exist in the present. I don't.
If I create a being and that being,
I don't care. You need to answer my example. You need to answer my example. I don't care about your example. Listen carefully.
In your example, are you the being that was created 5 seconds ago?
See, 5 seconds ago. Yeah, if it's 5 seconds ago, he would not be part of this debate or talking to your fucking stupid partner. You're saying something really incoherent, right? That's why when Das told me, do you want to debate Godless Girl? I said, shut the fuck up. Yeah, she's a fucking waste of time, right? She behaves the same way with every person that she interacts, right? Because she's dishonest. She hasn't got critical thinking. This woman is a loser.
There was no being created 5 seconds ago. It doesn't exist. No,
I'm guessing this is a hypothetical.
Hypothetical. So it's not true. You are giving a false narrative of something that doesn't exist. How fucking stupid can you be, woman?
No. My hypothetical. I'm taking yours out. Yours is gone. There is no.
And unfortunately, it's half an hour of the actual debate, and I've been talking for what 1 hour and 28 minutes. I wasted 1 hour. Sorry, 1.5 hours explaining half an hour of a video. This is the most stupid thing that I've done to represent stupidity.
5 seconds ago. There are two hypotheses here.
Wait, so you're saying you're not going to address my hypothetical?
No. I am addressing your question. Your question is, how is something count as a justification? So in order to get a justification, you need to increase the probability it's true. So to increase the probability it's true, Tell me which one of these is more likely, which one of these has a higher probability. I'm trying to explain I exist with memories. Now, one hypothesis, I actually exist, and I've existed in the past and came up with these memories. Second hypothesis, I never existed, I clearly don't exist right now, and there's only a magical potato, and there's no consciousness in the universe. Now, that's a self-contradiction,
Why are
right?
you adding the
wait.
potato thing in there? How?
Stupid woman. He's trying to put an example that it cannot be a stupid argument to prove that the first concept is correct. It doesn't matter. It could be your fucking stupid baby there, right? It doesn't fucking matter. It is a point to analyze that the second is not the right answer. It could invent anything.
How is that relevant?
Wait, stop. I'm working on it. So if one hypothesis is I have consciousness, and the hypothesis entails that my consciousness does not exist and only a potato exists, right? That's a contradiction. It's a contradictory hypothesis to say that I have conscious experience, but my hypothesis is that my conscious experience doesn't exist. There's only a potato, right?
I'm not following. Look, we have to go in like 2 minutes.
You're not following. Of course, you're not fucking following because you haven't got the intelligence to understand. You want a quick hypothetical. What if I existed 5 seconds? What if you only existed 5 minutes ago? And he gives a complicated thing that said first option is being in the past and thinking about a prediction, right? And I exist, or I never existed and made the hypothetical of a potato. As soon as he says that I existed, I predicted something, is the first assumption. The first is the right answer. Period.
But
that's right. So which is less likely? A universe where
The
there's
second.
only a potato in my conscious
your
doesn't
current
exist?
conscious experience is not your memories about the past.
Literally irrelevant. So again, which is more probable? If one is more probable than the other, that increases the
I don't
probability.
understand your question. I
Okay, is the potato or his memory? That's what he's saying.
don't understand your question.
Okay, so I exist, I have experiences and memories or whatever. I don't care if they're true. Literally irrelevant if they're true. What I'm saying is, which is a more plausible or more probable explanation? That I exist and it existed in the past, or that I never existed at all and there's a magical potato and I don't exist? Which has more probability of being true? This is a very simple question.
Look, I don't understand the potato thing, but if you're
Zero. The potato has a 0% probability. It cannot be true because I have conscious experience. Because my conscious experience exists in the universe, any hypothesis that entails I don't is wrong, right?
He just said to Godless Girl, you are ignorant bitch. That's what he just said.
It has a
look,
0%
if you don't have
probability.
access to the past, then you're missing half the
Literally
equation in
irrelevant.
order.
He just gave her a different hypothetical. She didn't get it.
Literally irrelevant.
Right.
So I'm saying in hypothesis 1, I never existed. Not in the past, not in the present, not in the future. Never existed, just a potato. So my existence does not exist in this hypothesis. Now, is that one more or less likely than a hypothesis I do exist and have memories?
I don't understand. Why are
we have data?
I don't understand the relevance of the potato.
Because it answers your question exactly and literally. Your question is why are you justified in believing, or
Look,
do memories justify?
Is it more likely that you really existed in the past, or more likely that you did not? We don't have access to that if you're relying on your memories, because you're not justified in relying on your memories. You don't have access to the probability.
Yeah, you don't understand that, you stupid woman. You don't get the concept of what he's saying. Shouting doesn't make you right. You acting like Daft Hawkins as well. You think that shouting makes you correct. It just makes you like a fucking fool, as usual.
Yeah, that's so stupid. So
yes.
Two hypotheses.
Do you have access to the probability?
Yes.
If you didn't exist before, do you still have access to the probability?
In the present, yes.
No, about the past.
Again, forget your
You're
stupid
saying you're
analogy.
justified in your beliefs about the past.
This is so simple, Godless. Forget, we're only in the present. Forget the past. The past literally doesn't make a fucking
That's
difference.
the whole. This is
Which
what
is a
we're talking. We're
better-
talking about
which-
your memories. What?
No, we're not talking. You are talking. You're giving silly examples, right? And you drowning in your own fucking blood. That's it. You are nonsensical.
Why are you
fucking
saying
God.
forget the past
Oh
when we're
my
talking
fucking
about whether
God.
or not you can rely on your
Oh
memories?
my fucking God. This is so simple. Which hypothesis has
Wait,
a higher
I'm sorry. Are you
probability of being
claiming?
true?
Are you claiming that the past is irrelevant to whether the question of whether or not you can trust your memories?
The past is irrelevant to getting justification from your memories. Yes, which is
So the past is irrelevant to your memories, even though past is in the definition of a fucking memory.
Stop.
You're an idiot.
I just proved this to you. I deductively proved this to you. Justification is something that increases the probability.
What's the first premise? Put it into syllogism. What's the first premise? What's the first premise?
If you Godless Girl, if you cannot understand a simple example, why put it in a syllogism will make you understand it, right? If he's saying it in plain English, in a common way of saying it, why do you think you will understand it in a syllogism? It's simple.
Shut up. Justification is something that increases the probability something is true.
That's your first premise?
Memory.
Wait, the justification thing is your first premise?
Sure.
Okay, that's the first premise. Now, what's the second premise?
Okay, so I have a memory.
Wait, I'll hang on. I'm going to type it out in the live chat. Hang on. We're going to type out your syllogism in the live chat.
Why? Why can you write it down on a piece of paper? Are you so poor that you cannot have anything to write?
I'm just going to tell you the argument. So
no, I want to. Why do you have a problem with me typing it out? Because we're gonna laugh at this.
We're gonna laugh at. We are already laughing at you, you stupid woman. Yeah, you're so fucking retarded. You don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Stop talking and type and not talking. Those are not.
Yeah, shut up, woman. That's what he's saying.
Mutually exclusive thing. So the stop talking part is what I'm trying to get to. So I have a justification. Justification is anything that increases the probability of a proposition being true. I have a memory that I exist and have existed in the past with memories. Now that has more probability.
Wait, sorry, I'm on my phone, so it's taking me a while to type it out. Okay, so justifications increase. I'm typing out the first premise. Hang on. Because you're just going to have to repeat it. We're typing this out. So justifications increase the probability of a belief being true. Okay. Premise two.
Premise two.
So I have.
Okay. What's the second premise?
I have an experience with memory.
Well, that's supposed to be your conclusion, right?
No, that's.
Is it? Well, what's up with that fucking S? What's up with that S?
It's a premise. So the conclusion is
what's up with that S? Has this bitch got control, some sort of control in Das's channel? Is that what I'm getting at? Or is this like a monetary thing? Right? I don't know.
My experience with memories is more likely or increases the probability it's true. That's the conclusion. But I haven't gotten to the conclusion yet. So the second premise is I have experiences with memories. I'll just keep going now. That's fine. So I have experiences with memories, and my experiences with memories give me a hypothesis that I exist and existed in the past, and that hypothesis has increased likelihood of being true. Because if there's any hypothesis that does not entail my existence, it will have a decreased probability of being true, 0%. And so because my hypothesis that I exist and have memories is more likely to explain the data, it has an increased probability of being true. Therefore, my memories increase the probability of the proposition being true that I exist.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a waste of time. But I'm just going along for the fucking ride. I don't want to start interrupting because otherwise it's going to be a fucking 3-hour video. And
you guys still there, James? Can you still hear me? Did she die? Maybe your phone died.
Yeah, we can.
Yes, I can still hear you.
Oh, can you guys not hear me? Could you not hear me?
No,
I could.
Oh, I was trying to type in the live chat, so maybe that's why. Oh my god, I have to go, but I really want to fucking. Oh my god, this is really fucking annoying. I'm opening up my goddamn fucking laptop now.
Right now, this is the same thing as her taking care of the kid on the video that I did, the last video about her. This is actually the same example. She's got an appointment, probably a medical appointment. Probably this is a possibility. She may have a doctor's appointment for her kid, right? It is possible, right? And this bitch is taking precedent on the debate. Work that one out, right? Because she will stay. Watch this.
Because when I go to the live chat on my phone, you guys can't fucking hear me. Okay.
Well, so it's
Give me a
recorded.
minute. I'm not. Josh is
recorded.
going to deal with the baby, so I'm gonna just give me a minute to open up my laptop because we're gonna type this out in live chat. So the first premise is justifications increase the probability that a belief is true, right? So hang on, let me get on my laptop.
Josh is dealing with the baby. I think she's been getting it ready or having it ready like that, like a stupid candidate wife or girlfriend. Whenever you finish, I'm gonna give it to you. Rush to the fucking pediatric to have a look at the girl, like a checkup.
What's the conclusion of your argument going to be, by the way? That your memories are reliable?
Conclusion. Why you haven't done P2 yet? Why are you asking for the conclusion?
That my memories increase the probability of a belief being true. Therefore, it's a justification. Therefore, I'm justified.
Stupid justification. This page is not even following with the actual title of the actual debate itself. Absolutely burning, wasting time. Scorpion, it just retyped it.
While she is typing and getting the premises, please like and subscribe to Clubhouse Debates. Also, super chats are welcome. They help keep the lights on. Also, Daz has other debates planned and other content coming up this week, so make sure you click the notification bell.
Okay.
Okay, what's the second premise?
I have quality experience of memories.
Okay, you have the belief that you're look. What are memories?
So this is not an entailment that the memories are true. It's just I have a quality experience of a.
You don't even know what I was gonna say.
It doesn't fucking matter, bitch. He is doing the syllogism, not you. You actually trying to control the second premise. How fucking dishonest you could be.
What are memories? Memories are.
You see, you're trying to control the premises. Fucking dishonest.
If you have a memory, then it is actually the case that the past occurred, right?
No, there are false memories.
Yeah, that's what a memory is.
No,
it's a recollection of the past, moron. That's what a memory is. So you.
No, not really. Memory could be from the have a memory or recollection or memory or dream or whatever. You can imagine something, a future event. It's not something from the well. You're using memory. You see, you rephrasing it incorrectly. It's actually like computer the RAM. It's actually grabbing information, just keeping it there, right? It could be the past. It could be the present. It could be in the future, or it could be fictional.
You can have false beliefs that you think are memories, but they're not fucking memories if they never occurred.
She's under pressure because she needs to go to probably an important meeting, probably a doctor's appointment, and she's getting wind up.
Idiot.
What's a false memory?
You deny that a memory is a recollection of the past.
And she's actually shouting in that environment. Probably the kid is nearby. You can imagine that doing that pressure at that infant at that time. Can you imagine 5-10 years time? Fucking hell, the psychological, mental health that she will be incurring in the kid. I feel sorry for that kid.
What?
You deny that the memory is a recollection of the past.
Is a false memory a thing in neurology that literally everyone in brain science knows about?
I think false memory is gibberish because.
I think what you think is fucking irrelevant, you stupid bitch, right?
If the recollection of the past never occurred, then it's not a recollection of the past, is it?
You're an idiot. That's literally a thing in neurology. That false memory.
I don't care what idiots and neurologists.
I don't care what idiots in neurology, right? So she has to be right. She's actually doing a Duff Dawkins impersonation to the T, right? I don't care what expert says. I'm fucking right. Godless Girl, you cannot be more fucking retard, right? You are a danger to society. Your stupid mentality is wrong. How the fuck can you say that professionals in their field, you don't care about the professionals about a given field, and you are right? That's...
And what idiots in neurology say? Physicists say dumbass shit.
Physicists. Physicist. Yeah, neurology physicist. You fucking idiot.
I don't care. Bring them in here and I'll fucking show that what they're saying is gibberish.
Bring them here. Das. Do you think I can actually, not debate, fuck a debate, because I fucking was that. Do you think I can interact with this bitch? Seriously, obviously you will not hear this ever, right? But do you understand why I refuse to talk to this dumbass woman? Right? The mere fact that she says, bring a neurologist talking about brain matters, and she says it doesn't care, yeah, because they're fucking physicists.
A memory is a recollection of the past.
No, it's not.
So if belief you have about the past that you think is the memory is not true, then it's not actually a fucking memory because you're not recalling the past.
No.
You're saying a memory is not a recollection of the past.
A memory is a perceived recollection of the past. It isn't
Right.
necessarily a recollection of the past. A lot of memories are false. In fact, the majority of them are false. Memories are not recollections of the past. Memories are a piece of sense data saved in a part of your brain, which then
Right.
recalls it as associated to the past. It isn't
That's true.
necessarily, there's
That's
no
true.
necessary collection to the past. It's not what it means.
Okay, so
Neurology,
look,
please
let's
learn
not
basic
let's
neurology.
not argue
Please.
over the semantics of memory.
Please
So
learn
instead
basic
of saying memory, let's just say your beliefs about the past.
Which is, that's a memory. Yes, it's a false
a
memory.
memory.
It could be a false memory. It could be a false memory. It could be a true memory. We don't know. It's just a
Yeah,
memory.
if you disagree that memories are recollections of the past, I don't know what to say to you. Let's like I
Basic-
could Google.
You see, because her argumentation fails, or sorry, her dishonest argumentation fails if TJump says it could be false memories, right? Because she's trying to equate that you don't know your past. How can you justify? He did justify it, and she fell in her hypothesis, so she's losing big time.
Do you want me to Google the definition?
Yes, please Google false memory.
False memory. Listen to what he said. False memory.
What is a false memory? A
Oh my God,
false
I have to
memory is a
go.
recollection that seems real
She's not even fucking listening. Oh, I have to go.
in your mind, but is fabricated in
Okay.
part or whole. An example of a false memory is believing you stated the wishing.
Hey, I just Googled, bitch! I just Googled fucking memory and it's
No. Idiot. Retard. He said Google false memories. False. What part of false you do your shitty brain cannot comprehend? You said memories. Your definition will differ from him because you're searching the wrong criteria of what he said. He said search for false memory, and you're so fucking dumb that you said you search for memories.
something remembered in the past, a recollection.
Yes, bitch. But you did not check false memory. Dumbass.
Does it
So
say
that's
it's
the
true?
first thing when you type into Google memory
it say it's
definition.
true?
That's the
Not memory. False memories. Idiot.
first fucking definition that comes up, idiot.
Does it? Yeah, it says
Josh is happy. What the fuck?
So
a
you have
recollection.
an actual recollection about the past.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine this girl, this woman as a wife? Fucking hell. Yeah? Josh, I pity you. Seriously, I pity you. This dumbass of girlfriend that you have, right? She started with the wrong information that TJump said. He said, check false memories. False. Right? And she checks memories. She's going to get a global definition of what memory is.
That did not occur. That it's not an actual recollection about the past, is it?
It's
If you
an
have a
actual-
belief about what happened in the past, it's not true.
Hey, woman, shut the fuck up or calm down. You started with the wrong information. You dumb fuck.
You're not actually recalling the past, are you? If you were just fucking created 5 seconds seconds ago, then
if you were created 5 seconds ago, he would not have been talking to you, and you would not be in a bad mood, and you would have taken your child to the doctors. You stupid fucking retard.
your belief about what happened in the past isn't actually true, right? It's not actually a recollection.
Oh my God, learn to read.
Can you have a
Gigi mad? No, Gigi nutcase. Gigi nutcase. Right? She got pissed off because she got the wrong information.
recollection about something that doesn't exist?
Learn to read.
Can you have a
Yeah, learn how to read. Yeah, right. Yeah, or learn how to fucking hear. That would be the best thing.
recollection about something that didn't exist?
Yes. It's called a false memory. Like literally learn to read. Memory, the faculty by which the mind
What do you
stores
think
and
fucking
remembers
recollection means? Should we need to Google that for you, TJump?
information. Okay.
Now again, she's going to the rabbit hole, trying to go for the recollection, because she started with the wrong interpretation or the wrong definition, right? She's going a different way.
Recollection. The action or faculty of remembering something.
Yeah, and what is the memory? Something that, let me go back.
Yeah, but false memory. Trespan, Godless Girl is a great entertainment. Yeah, she's not a good source of knowledge. She's definitely entertainment. Yeah, she's a lol cow basically.
Back to it. Something remembered from the past, a recollection. So if the past doesn't exist, then you're not remembering anything from the past. If a past doesn't exist, can I speak, please?
No, I want to go back to the definition. So the definition.
If the past doesn't exist,
something remembered from the past, could it be a false remembrance and still be a remembered thing from the past? Yes. Yes, it can.
If you have a belief about what happened in the past.
No, he's talking about false memory. No, what happened in the past. False memory. Idiot.
But the past doesn't actually exist, then you're not recalling anything from the past. If the past doesn't exist, you can't recall anything from it, moron. I have to go. Here, there's somebody else in here. Let this retard talk to you.
Let this retard talk to you. Right? Moral theory. Right? Let this retard talk to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it here because there's another 50 odd minutes. Okay? 15 minutes or so. I don't need the rest of the time. Right? Because she is the epitome of fucking being retard. Seriously, she is fucking nutcase. She's not worth anybody's time, right? Unless you want to be entertained, right? You cannot learn anything from this scumbag piece of shit woman, right? How can you insult somebody that she's never met and think wrongly of this person? She's got no fucking moral values, which was the subject matter of the debate. Right? She's a dishonest piece of shit. Right? I will end it here. Sorry for my bad mouth, but unfortunately, when this type of videos, you see stupidity, I cannot hold myself and just I call it as it is. Okay? Absolutely fucking nonsense. Yeah, a clusterfuck, a bullshit debate, right? Not organized properly. Yeah, and it was total crazy thing. Okay, so having said that, I wish you farewell. I wish you good to everybody. Don't bother about fucking subscribe or anything of that fucking bullshit. Yeah, who will listen to this bullshit for so many times? It's beyond belief. Anyway, have a nice time. See you later. Shit.